The music was fading, the last of the guests lingering in laughter and chatter, when I felt it. The whisper. "Did you hear?" Someone hissed behind me. "It's Ryan." I froze. "Ryan? My brother?" Emily noticed the pause. "What is it?" she asked softly, her hand brushing mine. I swallowed, trying to steady my voice. "Nothing, just a rumor." Emily frowned. "Rumor about what?" Before I could answer, my father's voice boomed across the hall. "Ryan, what have you done?" The hall went silent. Every eye turned toward us. I felt my heart stop. "Father, I don't lie," my mother shouted, stepping forward. "How could you? On your brother's wedding night. This is shameful. What are you saying?" I demanded, panic tightening my chest. "Clara is pregnant," my father said, his face red. "And you were supposed to protect your family's honor." I staggered back, disbelief clawing at me. "What? That's impossible. I haven't." Emily's hand flew to her mouth. "Wait, Clara? My sister?" "Yes," my mother snapped. "And your husband, our son, was supposed to keep her safe. Instead, she shook her head. I can't even." I looked at Ryan. He was leaning against the wall, smirking like this was some twisted joke. "Ryan, you did this?" My voice was sharp, trembling. Ryan shrugged lazily. "I mean, she wanted me." His grin made my blood boil. "Don't look at me like I'm the bad guy. She made her choice." I clenched my fists. Clara did make a choice. She's my wife's sister. This is insane." Clara's face was pale. Tears welled in her eyes, and she whispered, "I didn't want this. I didn't." I stepped toward her. "Clara, listen to me. It's not your fault. It's his." My voice was loud enough that heads turned, murmurs spreading like wildfire. Emily grabbed my arm. "Is this true?" Her voice cracked, small and uncertain. "Emily, I swear." I started, but my mother cut me off. "Swear? How can we trust you when your own brother, our son, is causing this disgrace?" I spun to face her. "You think I did this? I'm your son. You think I'd do this to my own family? Look at him." I pointed at Ryan. Ryan laughed softly. "Relax. Mom and Dad, calm down. Don't be so dramatic. It's just life happens." I felt bile rise in my throat. "Life happens? You think ruining my wedding night, my marriage, is just life?" Emily buried her face in her hands. I don't know what to think. I can't. I trusted both of you." I grabbed her shoulders gently. "Emily, listen. I would never. I love you. You have to trust me. This is Ryan. Enough," my father bellowed. "I will not stand here and listen to excuses. Ryan, your behavior is unforgivable. And you," he pointed at me, his eyes wild. "You should have seen it coming, failed to stop him." I shook my head, disbelief and fury warping my words. "Father, I can't control him. I tried to warn him. You tried nothing. That's why we are in this mess," my mother shouted. Ryan stepped closer to me, still smiling like a snake in the grass. "Come on, big bro, don't be so tense. It's not your fault. At least not directly." "Not directly?" I hissed. "He betrayed me. He's lying to everyone. And you're standing there laughing? Clara, look at him. Look at what he's done." Clara shook her head, trembling. "I can't. I just can't. I didn't want this." Emily's hand found mine again. "I don't know what to do. My sister, my husband, everything's broken in a night." I held her hand tight. "Emily, look at me. I will fix this. I will make sure everyone knows the truth. I won't let him destroy us." Ryan chuckled. "Good luck with that. Everyone already thinks you're weak." I just did what I had to. I felt a red-hot anger surge through me. "You're not just weak, you're evil. And I will make sure everyone sees it. You can smile all you want, but the truth comes out. I promise you that." My parents stared at me, shocked by my boldness. Emily's eyes searched mine for hope. Clara's tears glimmered in the soft lights. Ryan's grin faltered for a moment, just a flicker, before he composed himself. "We'll see, big bro. We'll see." I exhaled sharply, fighting to keep my voice calm. "Yes, we will." The night I had imagined as perfect, full of laughter and love, had turned into chaos, betrayal, and accusations. I couldn't sleep, couldn't breathe properly, could barely even think straight. Ryan had stolen everything in one night, and my family believed him. But I would make them see the truth. I had to. I would start tomorrow, and I would never forgive him. The house was silent except for the occasional clink of dishes being cleared from last night's chaos. My parents were in the living room, sitting rigidly as if the walls themselves were judging me. I stepped in, hoping for reason, but the cold in their eyes froze me. "I can't believe this," my mother said, her voice trembling more with anger than sorrow. "Your brother and my daughter's family. How could this happen under your watch?" "Mother, I began, but she cut me off. You don't get to speak. You were supposed to protect your family," she snapped, jabbing a finger toward me. "Protect them? From what? I didn't do anything," I shouted, voice echoing off the walls. My father leaned forward, eyes blazing. "You should have known. You should have stopped him before it got this far." I ran a hand through my hair, frustration building. "Stop him? Do you hear yourself? How was I supposed to stop him from making this mistake?" Mark, Ryan's friend, appeared at the doorway, leaning casually. "It's not like anyone could have stopped it. It just happened." I spun toward him. "You think this is a joke? You were there. You saw what he did." Mark smirked. "Relax, man. Don't take it so seriously. He's my friend, and, well, life's messy, right?" "Messy? You ruined my wedding night," I shouted, my chest burning. Emily appeared behind me, hesitant, holding a cup of tea. I don't want to fight. Can we just calm down?" I turned to her, desperate. "Emily, I'm not the one who—" She looked away, voice soft. "I know you're saying that, but everything feels broken. I can't even look at him without wondering what's true." Clara shuffled into the room, eyes downcast. I just want to disappear. I can't face anyone." I moved toward her. "Clara, look at me. You're not to blame. None of this is your fault." Ryan lounged on the couch, arms crossed, a smug grin on his face. "See? Everyone's overreacting. Chill out. Big bro, things aren't that serious." I felt heat rush to my face. "Not that serious? You ruined everything. My marriage, my family, everything." Mark chuckled softly. "Come on, you're overreacting. Everyone calms down eventually." I couldn't believe the audacity. "Mark, do you even understand the chaos you're part of? My wife's family is falling apart, and you're standing there smiling." Emily's hand brushed mine again. "I don't know what to do. I feel so lost." I gripped her hand tightly. "Listen to me. I'll make this right. I will fix it." My father leaned back, shaking his head. "You've lost control of this family. Your brother has spun this story, and everyone believes him." "I will prove them wrong," I said, teeth clenched. "I won't let him destroy my life, my marriage, or my family's honor." Clara's voice was barely audible. I'm scared. Everyone's looking at me like I'm the problem." "You're not the problem, Clara," I said firmly. "Ryan is, and I will show everyone the truth." Mark leaned forward, smirking. "Good luck with that. No one listens to you." I stepped close, anger simmering beneath the surface. "Watch me. I will make sure everyone knows the truth. You think you can cover this up, but you can't. I will expose every lie." Ryan laughed softly, a sharp, cruel sound. "Big bro, calm down. You're so worked up. Let's see how this plays out." Emily looked at me, tears brimming. I want to trust you. I want to believe you. But everything feels so wrong." I cupped her face. "Emily, I swear on everything I love. You have to trust me. I didn't do this. I would never betray you. I will fix this, even if it takes everything I have." My parents exchanged glances, still doubtful, but slightly less harsh. My mother's voice softened, though just a fraction. "If what you say is true, prove it. Show us." "I will," I said, voice steady. "I promise you, mother, father, I will show you the truth." Clara's shoulders trembled, but she nodded slightly, as if my determination gave her a sliver of hope. Emily rested her head against my chest, and for the first time since last night, I felt a thread of resolve instead of despair. Ryan leaned back, folding his arms. "We'll see, big bro. Let's see if you can actually pull this off." I took a deep breath, calming the rage that threatened to consume me. "I will. You hear me? I won't let lies win. And I won't let you destroy everything I care about." The house felt heavy with tension, but beneath it, I felt something else. Focus. Anger, yes, but also determination. I had lost control, but not for long. I would reclaim it. I would expose the truth, and I would make sure Ryan faced the consequences. Tomorrow, I would begin. Emily sat across from me at the kitchen table, her eyes distant. I don't know if I can trust you, she said quietly, stirring her tea. I leaned forward, gripping the edge of the table. Emily, please, you have to. I didn't do this. Ryan did. Her gaze flicked toward the doorway where Clara lingered, clutching a blanket around her shoulders. It's easy for you to say that, but I see the way everyone looks at me and at you. I feel lost. I ran a hand through my hair, frustration twisting my chest. I know. I feel it too. But you can't let his lies ruin us. Emily shook her head, tears threatening. Every time I look at him, I see doubt. How am I supposed to ignore that? I stood abruptly, pacing the small space. You don't have to ignore it. I'll prove it to you. I'll show you the truth. I will not let him get away with this. Clara stepped forward, voice trembling. I don't want to be a problem. I can't face anyone right now. I reached for her hand. Clara, stop thinking that way. You're not a problem. He's the problem. I won't let him shift blame onto you. Ryan appeared in the hallway, leaning casually against the frame. You're both so dramatic. Honestly, it's exhausting listening to all this whining. I turned sharply. Exhausting? You ruined our lives, and you call this exhausting? Ryan smirked. Look, everyone's overreacting. It's not my fault you can't handle family drama. I felt my fist clench. Not your fault. You lied, manipulated, and stole my peace. You didn't just break me. You broke my wife, my family. Emily's voice was small. I need to understand. Why would you do this? I blinked at her, realizing she meant Ryan, not me. Emily, I promise, I didn't do anything. Ryan, he's the one who caused this. I'm trying to fix it. Ryan laughed, a sharp, cold sound. Fix it? Good luck. Everyone already thinks you're weak, brother. Don't make me laugh. Clara's tears spilled silently, her body trembling. I never wanted this. I can't. I feel trapped. I pulled her close. Clara, listen to me. You're not trapped by your own mistakes. You're trapped by his lies. And I will set things right. Emily's hand found mine again, tentative but desperate. I want to trust you. I really do. But I keep hearing things, seeing things that I can't explain. I gritted my teeth. I know, Emily. I know it's hard, but you have to believe me. Every word I say is the truth. Ryan's grin widened. Believing him? That's cute. I think Emily's smarter than that, don't you? Emily flinched at his tone. Why are you enjoying this so much? Because watching you doubt him, watching the chaos, it's entertaining, Ryan said casually. I stepped toward him, voice low and dangerous. You think this is a game? You think you can ruin my marriage and my family and walk away smiling? You're wrong. Dead wrong. Clara's hand trembled in mine. I'm scared of what's coming next. I swallowed hard. I won't let anything happen to you, to either of you. I will fix this, and I will make him pay, not with violence, but with truth. Everyone will see who he really is. Emily's eyes filled with tears. I want to believe you, but it's so hard. I keep thinking, what if you were involved? I shook my head, voice steady. Emily, listen to me. I would never betray you. You have to trust me. Right now, I'm all you have on your side. I won't let him destroy us. Ryan leaned against the counter, still smirking. Wow, big bro, you're really fired up. I admire your energy. But words only go so far. I clench my fists. You're right. Words alone aren't enough. But I'll use them as a start. I'll gather proof, expose you, and I'll make everyone see what you are. Clara sniffled, her voice barely a whisper. Do you really think it will end? Yes, I said firmly, looking between Emily and Clara. It has to. Lies can't last forever. I will make sure of that. Emily rested her head against my shoulder, trembling. I hope you're right. I need to believe you. I stroked her hair gently, feeling the weight of every broken look, every whisper of doubt. I am right. I will not let him win, and I will not let him hurt you again. Not one more time. Ryan chuckled softly from the corner. We'll see, brother. We'll see how far your loyalty gets you. I closed my eyes for a brief moment, calming the rage and fear inside me. It will get me far enough to stop you, I said quietly. The room felt heavy, but beneath the weight, determination sparked. I had lost trust, love, and peace in one night, but I would reclaim them. I would protect Emily, Clara, and my own honor. I would not let Ryan's arrogance dictate my life. And this time, I would make sure the truth reached everyone. I paced my room, phone in hand, mind racing. "Liam, I need your help," I said the moment he answered. "Of course," Liam replied immediately. "What's going on? Did something else happen with Ryan?" I gritted my teeth. "It's worse. He's spinning lies, getting everyone to believe him. I can't let him destroy everything. I need proof." Liam was quiet for a moment. "All right, we could do that. Where do you want to start?" "Talk to people he's been with yesterday. Observe him without him noticing. He's careful, but everyone slips eventually," I said, urgency threading my words. "Got it. I'll check his usual spots. Cafes, his apartment. Anywhere he meets Mark," Liam confirmed. I hung up and stared at the wall. Every moment Ryan moved, my anger grew, but I forced myself to focus. I had to be smart, not just furious. Emily appeared at the doorway, hesitant. "Are you okay? You've been pacing all morning." I ran a hand down my face. "No, I'm not okay, but I can't sit and do nothing. I have to fix this." Her voice trembled. "I want to trust you, but every time I look at him, I feel doubt, and I don't know how to fight it." I stepped closer. "Emily, listen. I understand. I feel it too, but you have to believe me. Every step I take now is to protect you, to protect us. I will expose him." She hesitated, biting her lip. "And what if you can't? What if he's too clever?" I clenched my fists, determination hardening my voice. "Then I'll become cleverer. He may be prepared for me, but I'll find his weakness. I will not let him win." Later, Liam and I met in a quiet cafe. "I watched him yesterday," Liam said, lowering his voice. "He met Mark. They were whispering, laughing. Mark's covering for him, no doubt." I slammed my hand on the table, anger bubbling. "I knew it. He has backup. But did you notice anything else? Any slip?" Liam nodded. "He mentioned a meeting he didn't actually attend. He lied about it to someone. He's getting sloppy. I got on camera." A small spark of hope flared inside me. "Good. That's something we can use. Every lie he tells builds the case against him." Emily's voice echoed in my mind. "I want to trust you." I shook my head, pushing the fear aside. "I'll give her reason to trust me. I won't let Ryan manipulate her or my family anymore." The next day, I confronted Ryan at the family house, trying to remain calm. "Ryan, I know about the meeting you lied about." He shrugged, leaning against the wall, casual as ever. "Oh, you do? And what if I did? Does that make me the villain again?" "Don't mock me," I said, tone sharp. "I have proof of everything. Every lie. You can't cover it up forever." He smiled, cold and calculating. "Proof, huh? Let's see it then. I'm curious how you'll spin this." I took a deep breath, fighting the rage. "You think this is a game? I won't let it be. People will know who you really are. Mark can't save you from the truth." Mark laughed from the hallway. "Relax, Ryan. Nothing's coming out. Big bros just bluffing." I turned to him, voice low and deadly. "I'm not bluffing. Every conversation, every meeting, every move you make, I'm tracking it. You think you're prepared, but I'm ahead." Emily watched silently, anxiety and hope battling in her eyes. I hope you're right. I need this to be true." I nodded at her, determination firm. "It's true. I'll uncover everything, Emily. You'll see. You'll know the truth." Clara appeared, timid. I don't understand half of what's happening, but I trust you." I squeezed her hand gently. "Thank you, Clara. That means more than you know. I won't let you be crushed by his lies. I promise." Ryan smirked, still trying to appear untouchable. "Big bro, you're working hard, but I know you. You always underestimate me." I felt my jaw tighten. "No, this time, I'm not underestimating you. I've been observing, tracking, listening. Every move you make is being recorded. Every lie will fall apart." Emily took a shaky breath. I hope you're right. I need to believe in you." I placed a hand on her shoulder. "Believe in me. I will make him accountable. And when the truth comes out, you'll know I've fought for us." That night, alone in my room, I went over every detail again. Ryan had prepared for some confrontation, but not for a determined, patient, calculating enemy. And that enemy was me. The spark of hope was growing into a flame. I would not just survive this. I would reclaim everything Ryan had tried to steal: my family's trust, Emily's faith, and my own peace. I would expose him piece by piece. And when the time came, karma would take its course naturally. I found Ryan in the study, pretending to read a magazine, but clearly aware I was coming. "Ryan," I said, voice low but sharp, "we need to talk." He looked up slowly, smirking. "Oh, what about Big Bro? Another lecture?" I clenched my fists. "Cut the act. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This has gone far enough. It's time to confess." He laughed, leaning back in his chair. "Confess? To what? I've done nothing wrong. Don't lie to me." I spat. "Clara is pregnant. Everyone thinks it's your fault, and it is. Stop twisting words. Just admit it." Ryan tilted his head, innocent. "Admit what? That I hung out with Clara? That we spent time together? Come on. You make it sound like a crime. Time together? You've destroyed my wedding night, my marriage, my family." I shouted, stepping closer. "Do you understand what you've done?" Mark, lurking nearby, chuckled. "Relax, man. He's just exaggerating." "Exaggerating?" I turned on him. "Do you hear yourselves? You're all defending him." Emily appeared behind me, eyes wide. "What's happening?" I froze for a moment, realizing she had overheard part of the conversation. "Emily, wait." She stepped forward, tears brimming. "How could you?" I held up my hands. "I didn't do anything." "Emily, please listen. I'm not lying." Ryan smirked, enjoying every second. "See? She doubts you already." Classic. Emily shook her head, voice trembling. "I don't know who to believe. I hear everything, and it's all so confusing." "Emily," I pleaded, "you have to trust me. I didn't betray you. He did this, not me." Ryan shrugged, mock sympathy on his face. "Poor Emily. Everyone's so emotional. But what can you do? Life happens." I felt my blood boil. Life happens? You think destroying people's lives is just life? Clara appeared quietly, her eyes red. I just want this to stop. I can't keep hiding." I moved to her side. "Clara, you don't have to hide. I'll protect you. I promise." Emily looked at me, searching my face. "How do I know you're telling the truth?" "Because I'm not smiling while lying," I said, voice firm. "I'm angry, yes, but for the right reasons." "He's a liar." Ryan laughed softly. "Big Bro, anger doesn't make you right. You're losing control. That's your weakness." I stepped closer, tone cold. "Weak? I'm not weak. You are. And every lie you've told will be exposed. Mark can't save you." Mark chuckled nervously, sensing the tension. Maybe you two should calm down." I cut him off. "No, it's too late for calm. He's ruined too much already." Later, during dinner, the tension in the room was unbearable. My parents sat across from us, trying to maintain composure, but every glance toward Ryan was sharp with suspicion. "Ryan, how do you explain this?" my father asked, voice steady but eyes narrowing. "You told us you were at work yesterday afternoon, yet Liam saw you at the cafe." Ryan leaned back, casual. I had a meeting that ran late. Didn't want to bother anyone. It's complicated, okay?" Emily watched silently, her fork trembling in her hand. "Complicated?" I said, voice rising. "Ryan, this isn't complicated. You're lying. We all know it." Ryan smirked. "And if you all want to believe him over me, fine. Your choice." My mother's hands shook slightly. I need to understand. Why would you lie?" "I didn't lie," Ryan exclaimed, eyes wide, pretending innocence. "Everything I said is true. You're just misinterpreting." I slammed my hand on the table, anger snapping. "Misinterpreting? Don't insult our intelligence. Every word you've said is twisted to cover yourself." Emily's eyes filled with tears. I don't know who to trust anymore. I can't." I reached across the table. "Emily, listen. I swear, I am on your side. I will show you everything. I'll prove he's the liar. Please, don't doubt me completely." Clara's voice was small, shaky. I can't take the tension. Everyone's yelling, accusing. I held her hand. "Clara, stay calm. You're safe. I won't let him use you to manipulate anyone." Ryan leaned forward, smug. "Big Bro, you're really worked up. Cute. But what are you going to do? You can't control everything." I met his eyes, cold and unflinching. I don't have to control everything. I just have to expose the truth. And I will. Emily's voice trembled. I want to believe you. I need proof. I nodded firmly. And you will have it. Liam and I are gathering everything. Every lie. Every move he makes documented. You will see who he really is. My father's gaze lingered on Ryan. Suspicion clear now. We need to see this. The truth has to come out. I exhaled, finally feeling a small measure of control. It will. Soon. And when it does, everyone will understand exactly what he's done and what I've been fighting for. Ryan's smirk faltered slightly, just a flicker before he composed himself. We'll see, big bro. Let's see how far your proof gets you. I leaned back, hands clenched, mind racing with strategy. Subtlety was over. It was time for undeniable truth. And I would make sure it shattered every lie he had built. The envelope sat on the kitchen counter, small and unassuming, but it carried the weight of months of doubt and betrayal. I held it in my hand, heart pounding. Emily appeared beside me, her hand resting lightly on my arm. Is it here? I nodded, voice tight. Yes. The results. I tore the envelope open, pulling out the paper. My eyes scanned the numbers and letters, every detail confirming what I had feared, or rather hoped. Emily waited quiet, her face pale. What does it say? I exhaled slowly. It's him, Emily. Ryan. He's the father. Not me. Her hand flew to her mouth, tears spilling freely. Oh, thank God. I knew you wouldn't. I pulled her into a tight embrace. I wouldn't. Never. I swear. Clara hovered nearby, nervously wringing her hands. Does this mean I smiled faintly, letting her feel some relief. Yes. You're not to blame. It's all on him. Every lie, every betrayal. It falls on him, not you. Emily pulled back, eyes glistening. I'm so sorry for doubting you. I shouldn't have. Everything was so confusing. I brushed a tear from her cheek. You don't need to apologize. You were hurt, scared. I get it, but you need to trust me now. We can move forward together. From the doorway, my mother's voice trembled. I can't believe it. Ryan, our son. I turned to her, expression hardening. Mother, father, look at him. Look at the truth. My father stepped closer, holding the edge of the counter. All this time we trusted him. His voice cracked, heavy with disappointment. I know, I said, calm but firm. He lied, manipulated, and twisted everything to his advantage. But now it's out. The truth is clear. Emily's voice shook. What do we do now? How do we even face him? I straightened, determination in my chest. We face him with facts, Emily. No more lies. No more games. The DNA proves everything. He can't deny it. At that moment, Ryan appeared in the hall, casually leaning against the wall, but his confident smirk faltered slightly when he saw the envelope in my hand. Big bro, what's that? He asked, trying to mask panic with sarcasm. I stepped toward him, voice low, icy. Your lies are over, Ryan. Every manipulation, every word you twisted, it's all exposed. The DNA doesn't lie. His grin flickered, then returned, shaky. DNA? Come on, that doesn't. You can't just. I held up the paper. This proves it. You are the father, not me, and everyone you've deceived will see it. Emily's hand found mine, squeezing tightly. I can finally breathe. I believe you now. Clara exhaled, relief clear on her face. I feel like a weight has lifted. Thank you. Mark lingered silently, looking at Ryan with uncertainty. Liam, quietly observing, nodded at me with a small smile. Well done. This is the turning point. Ryan's face turned pale. You can't, this isn't. I stepped closer, voice firm. It is, Ryan. You thought you could spin lies forever, manipulate everyone, and get away with it. But the truth has a way of catching up. And now it's caught you. My mother's voice trembled. I should have seen it. I should have trusted my son differently. I shook my head slightly. Mother, father, it's not about blame anymore. It's about moving forward, understanding how he used you, how he used everyone, and making sure it doesn't happen again. Emily leaned into me, whispering, I love you. I'm so sorry for the doubts. I kissed her forehead gently. I love you too. And now we can start rebuilding. Together. Clara's voice was soft. I still feel scared. But, knowing the truth, I can start to face it. I nodded, gently placing a hand on her shoulder. You don't have to face it alone. I'll protect you. We'll all protect each other. And he will face the consequences. Ryan's voice was finally small, wavering. You can't. I didn't mean for it to. You intended to manipulate, to lie, to ruin lives, I interrupted. And now it's over. Every lie, every excuse, you're exposed. He sank into a chair, silent, realizing the walls he had built around himself were crumbling. Emily looked at me, tears streaking her cheeks. I feel like we can finally breathe, like the house isn't cold anymore. I smiled faintly, letting the relief wash over me as well. It's still going to take time, but we'll get there. Slowly, carefully together. The envelope lay on the table, unassuming, yet it had changed everything. The proof, the undeniable truth, it had shifted the power back to us, restored some trust, and set the stage for Ryan's manipulations to unravel. I glanced at him, seeing panic and defeat where arrogance had once stood. The path ahead was still complicated, but I had regained control. The lies had ended, and the next steps were clear. I stayed in the background, watching Ryan squirm as the walls of his lies began to crumble. His friends whispered behind their hands, their expressions shifting from admiration to doubt. Wait, you're saying you lied about that too? One of them asked, disbelief in his voice. Ryan laughed nervously, but it sounded hollow. It's complicated, you don't understand. I leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, watching him flounder. Complicated doesn't excuse the truth, I muttered under my breath. Emily appeared beside me, holding my hand. Is he really facing it now? She whispered. I nodded. Yes. Slowly, everyone is realizing what he's done. It's karma catching up. From the corner, Clara smiled faintly, her voice soft. I can finally breathe. It feels like the house isn't heavy anymore. I gave her a small nod. Good. You've earned this peace. You didn't deserve to carry his mistakes. Ryan's phone buzzed repeatedly. He glanced at it, panic flickering across his face. Why is everyone messaging me about the same things? A friend stepped forward, voice firm. Ryan, you told me one thing last week, and now it's clear it didn't happen. How many lies are you spinning? Ryan's jaw tightened. I didn't. You did, I said quietly but firmly. And now everyone knows. You can't manipulate them anymore. Emily's grip on my hand tightened. I feel like I can finally trust you fully. I've waited for this moment without knowing it. I smiled faintly, squeezing her hand. You've been patient. And now we can rebuild. Slowly, carefully, together. Ryan's voice was sharp now, defensive. You think this is over? People will forget. You'll see. They always do. I shook my head. No. Lies leave traces. You underestimated how connected everyone is. The truth doesn't disappear just because you hope it will. Clara approached cautiously. I'm starting to believe him. That you've been right all along. I reached for her hand, offering reassurance. Clara, every step I took was to protect you. You've been strong, even when you didn't know it. This is your moment too. From across the room, Ryan's friend Mark looked uneasy, shifting uncomfortably. Maybe we judged him too quickly, he muttered, avoiding eye contact with Ryan. Ryan snapped, voice rising. Don't turn on me. You all promised. You promised the truth, I interrupted calmly. That's what matters. Not promises to cover lies. And now everyone sees the difference. Emily rested her head against my shoulder, whispering, I can finally feel safe. Like the weight's lifted. I rubbed her back gently, letting the tension release in small increments. It's been a long road, but now we can focus on us, not his chaos. Ryan sank into a chair, silent for a moment, before trying to mask shame with arrogance. You think you've won, but it's not over yet. I leaned slightly closer, voice steady. It doesn't have to be a war anymore. Watching the truth reveal itself is enough. You've lost the trust of everyone you tried to manipulate. Clara, still timid, added softly, I don't feel afraid of him anymore. It's strange, but I can finally let go. I smiled faintly, pride mixed with relief. That's good, Clara. Letting go is powerful. You don't need to carry his guilt or fear. Emily's voice was gentle. Seeing him like this, it's painful, but I understand now. You never needed to fight with rage. You just showed the truth. I nodded, realizing she was right. Exactly. Revenge isn't always about action. Sometimes it's about letting life balance itself, while you stay focused on what matters: love, family, and integrity. Ryan's hands trembled slightly, his smirk gone. I didn't mean for it to go this far. You did, I said quietly, almost pitying him. But now it's over. You can't rebuild trust with lies. You have to face what you've done. Emily squeezed my hand. I've never been more certain about us. I know you're honest, and now everyone else sees it too. Clara glanced at Ryan, then back at me. I think I can finally start moving on. Thank you for everything. I smiled softly, feeling the relief settle in layers over exhaustion. It's not about thanks, Clara. It's about knowing we can protect each other, and he can't hurt us anymore. From across the room, my parents exchanged glances, silent acknowledgement in their eyes. We should have listened sooner, my father admitted quietly. My mother nodded, tears in her eyes. We were blinded by our pride. But now we see who's honest and who's not. I exhaled, letting the tension ease slightly. It's not too late to move forward. That's all that matters now. Ryan finally looked around, realizing his isolation. No allies, no excuses left. The weight of truth pressed down on him, and for the first time, he couldn't talk his way out. I watched quietly, heart steady. The storm had passed, leaving clarity, and justice had been served without me needing to shout or fight. Emily leaned into me, whispering, "I trust you completely now." I kissed her forehead softly. "And I will never give you reason to doubt again. The rest, let life handle itself." The morning sunlight spilled across the living room, soft and warm, a stark contrast to the tension that had filled the house for months. I sat with Emily on the couch, our fingers intertwined, both of us silently enjoying the calm. "Feels peaceful," Emily murmured, resting her head on my shoulder. I nodded, letting out a slow breath. "It does. Hard to believe it after everything that happened." She lifted her head, eyes searching mine. "I still feel guilty for doubting you, for letting fear cloud my judgment." I shook my head, smiling softly. "You had every reason to feel scared. But now we rebuild, slowly, step by step, together." Clara appeared from the kitchen, holding a cup of tea. I wanted to say thank you again, for standing up for me, for showing everyone the truth. I reached out and took her hand. "Clara, we didn't need to prove anything. You were honest from the start. I just made sure the truth got seen." From the hallway, my parents watched, their expressions softened. My father cleared his throat. We owe you an apology. We judged too quickly, and we let pride get in the way of seeing the truth." I nodded, accepting the apology. "It's done. What matters is learning from it. We can move forward as a family now." My mother added, voice trembling slightly, "Ryan, he's apologized too, though we know it's late. Do you think he'll ever change?" I looked toward Ryan, sitting awkwardly in the corner, eyes lowered. "He's aware of his mistakes, yes. But change, real change, comes from action, not words. I won't hold grudges unnecessarily, but I won't let him forget the consequences either." Ryan lifted his gaze, voice small and shaky. I know I caused so much pain. I'm sorry. Truly." I nodded slowly, acknowledging it is a start, but you need to show it in your deeds. Words aren't enough. Emily squeezed my hand, whispering, I think we're finally safe. I can trust you fully now." I smiled faintly. "And I'll never give you reason to doubt that trust again. Every step from here is about honesty, patience, and love." Clara chimed in softly. "I feel lighter, more confident. I can start living without fear of being blamed." "Good," I said, relief washing over me. "You deserve that peace. Everyone does. This house, it could be a home again." Liam stopped by the doorway, giving me a small grin. "Looks like your plan worked. Truth wins. Patience pays off." I chuckled, nodding. "Yes, but it wasn't just my plan. Everyone played a part. You, Emily, Clara, even the truth itself. Emily leaned into me, whispering, I never realized how strong you were emotionally. Through everything, you didn't break. I shrugged, smiling faintly. It wasn't easy. I was angry, hurt, desperate at times. But I realized survival isn't just physical. It's emotional, moral, mental. And you can't lose yourself in the chaos. My parents exchanged a glance, nodding. We see that now. We underestimated how resilient you are, my father said. Resilience comes from love, trust, and sometimes watching justice unfold. I replied quietly. It teaches patience, control, and perspective. Ryan's voice broke the quiet, small and uncertain. I'll do better. I know I hurt everyone. I don't expect forgiveness yet, but I'll try to make amends. I nodded. That's all anyone can do. Actions speak louder than words. If you're sincere, then prove it. Emily smiled softly at me. Seeing him humbled, it's strange, but it reassures me. We're safe now, and we can focus on us, on rebuilding what was broken. I turned to her, voice gentle. Yes, that's the priority. Love, trust, honesty. All the rest will follow naturally. Clara added, I feel like I can finally take my life back. No more fear, no more carrying guilt. I squeeze her hand again. Exactly. We protect each other. That's what family and love mean. And mistakes, even big ones, can teach lessons if people are willing to learn. The house felt warmer, lighter, more open than it had in months. The scars remained, subtle reminders, but they didn't define us anymore. They were lessons, proof of endurance, of patience, of truth prevailing over lies. Emily whispered, I love you. I never stopped, but now I feel it stronger than ever. I smiled, brushing her hair back. I love you too. And now we move forward, carefully together. No fear, no lies, just us, and a life we choose to build. I looked around at everyone, each face reflecting relief, hope, and tentative peace. It wasn't perfect, and the future still held challenges, but I felt stronger, wiser. I had survived not just betrayal, but the emotional battle that followed. And I knew now that strength was as much about patience and moral integrity as it was about fighting back. For the first time in months, I felt truly free. Free to love, to trust, and to live fully. The journey had been painful, but the destination, rebuilding trust, life, and love, was worth every moment.